Scientists break down cheap plastic using the air and turn this into something far more valuable. They've developed a new method for breaking down one of the most common plastics to a byproduct that can be upcycled into more valuable materials. And they've developed a new method to break down plastic waste using moisture from the air. By exposing a common type of plastic to an inexpensive catalyst and leaving it exposed to ambient air, researchers broke down 94% of the material in just 4 hours. Isn't that fantastic? The plastic transformed into terephthalic acid, TPA, a highly valuable building block for polyesters. Because TPA can be upcycled into more valuable materials, the process offers a safer and cheaper alternative to current plastic recycling methods. The researchers published their findings February 3rd in the journal Green Chemistry. The US is the #1 plastic polluter per capita, and we only receive 5% of those plastics, co-correspondent author Yoshi Krashtish, research assistant professor of chemistry at Northwestern University, said. What's particularly exciting about our research is that we harness moisture from the air to break down the plastics, achieving an exceptionally clean and selective process. By recovering the monomers, which are basic building blocks of PET, polyethylene, terephthalate, we can recycle or even upcycle them into more valuable materials, he said. Plastic waste is an increasingly important issue. Over half of the plastic ever made has been produced since 2000, and annual production is projected to double by 2050, according to the European Environmental Agency. To date, only 9% of the plastics ever produced have been recycled. The remainder, with lifetimes often lasting generations, can have serious environmental and health impacts. For example, they wash out to sea to form floating blobs of trash, harm wildlife, and break down into microplastics that can enter the human brain and other parts of our bodies. To find a new method to break down some of this waste, the researchers applied a molybdenum catalyst, a silver ductile metal, and an activated carbon to PET, the most common type of polyester plastic. The researchers then heated the mixture, and after a short time, this broke the polyethylene's chemical bonds. And then when the team exposed the material to air, the mixture transformed into TPA, a valuable polyester precursor, and acetaldehyde, an industrial chemical that's also valuable and is easy to lift from the mixture. And when they tested the method on mixed plastics, the researchers found that it had an effect only on the polyester materials. That meant they did not have to resort to plastics. It worked on plastic bottles, t-shirts, and colored plastics, breaking them down into pure, colorless TPA. Kradish said it worked perfectly. When we added extra water, it stopped working because it was too much water. It's a fine balance, but it turns out the amount of water in the air was just the right amount. The team's next steps will be to adopt the process to large-scale industrial applications. And this is by Ben Turner on Live Science. This is fantastic news. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.